this before I go to work because when I get home later, I kind of itch. When I get home, I want to start the next week because I'm technically in the new week, and I want to just like wipe this week clean, wipe the slate clean, because it has been an intense week. It has been a fucking week. I'm gonna try to recap. Okay, so this week was life-changing in so many ways because obviously we had the reading deprivation exercise, which, if you don't know, is like an exercise about not reading anything, not consuming any media for a week, and having to like sit in silence and like use your boredom as a muse almost to create stuff. And by doing that, that was like really difficult for me because I was like, how the hell do I like sit there in silence and eat my dinner alone and like not have something playing in the background? How do I form my own thoughts without someone dictating them for me or without someone feeding me an opinion to kind of bounce off? And I will admit, I did break it. I started it like officially Monday morning, and it is now Sunday. And I have to say, I did break it like once. It was like, to be fair, the first time was actually an accident. Now, I'm not going to say it because I'm not trying to take accountability, but I was like going through my emails because the day that I broke it, I dropped to my agent, which I'll get into. But there's the big news. And I was going through my emails and I saw this Substack post from a creator that I really like with a really interesting title, and I was like, oh, and I didn't even think, I just like clicked on it, and I was like watching it, and I was like 5 minutes through the video, and I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. And that was a really interesting thing for me. There's just a spider dangling out my window about trying to come in, and you're not coming in. He's really tiny though. Look at him. Wait, can you see that? He's like, I don't think you can. Oh, there. Oh my god, I can't fucking. Okay, Tim, you need to get on with this. Oh, he is trying. But I, so it was kind of a temptation thing for me. I realized that I give in to my temptations way too often, and it's like a binging type thing if I'm feeling stressed. And I notice that I do it when I'm stressed. I like binge. And it was the same yesterday when I finished work. It was a really long, stressful Saturday, hospitality, and I went straight and got fast food. And I'm not judging myself for getting fast food because I don't think there's anything wrong in like having something every now and then, but like I knew I shouldn't have had it. I knew I shouldn't be doing the fast food, but I gave into it because I was binging. I was like, I'm really stressed, I deserve this. And okay, yes, you deserve to treat yourself, you deserve to baby yourself, as Julia says, but not with if you are treating yourself with the wrong things, fast food, consuming crappy media, if you're indulging in something that you shouldn't be, if you're, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing all these things and it's not for the greater good, I think it's a bad habit to get into, because then you're like, well, I'm stressed, so I can just do this. But you should do it with putting good stuff into your body or putting good stuff into your brain, and that's all things that I've learned this week. But yeah, also the other news is I dropped my agent, which was probably a byproduct of the reading deprivation, because I feel like with the reading deprivation, it allowed me to think honestly about my life and where I wanted to go. And I had to stop myself in my tracks from like this hamster wheel I was on and realize, oh, okay, I actually have to make some decisions right now. I cannot just keep like watching videos and keep distracting myself from the truth. And the truth is, what I'm doing right now is not working in my career. My agent isn't working for me. Not any of his fault or any of my fault, just because we're not compatible that way, I feel. And also the fact that I haven't had, I haven't been exercising, and it's just not working. The method I have right now in my life is not working, so I needed to change it. And it's funny because the honest changes that Julia talks about really, 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 really shifted my perspective this week, because the way she phrased things, the way that she talked about it, like, made me have two major revelations. One was that my diet was shit. I'm not eating enough. I literally called my mom, because my mom's a personal trainer slash a nutritionist. And I called her on Monday. I was like, hey, look, I'm going to be completely honest. I need help. Like, I need help with the diet. I feel like I'm not eating enough. I'm working. I'm burning loads of calories. And I'm doing stuff that's like helping my brain, but my body is not there, you know? And she was like, obviously happy to help. And she obviously noticed, but she didn't say anything. Love her for that, because I think if she would have said something that I had lost weight, that I would probably have resented her for it. So probably better that she didn't say anything. So I like so I'm like trying to change my diet. I'm still in a little bit of a binging thing that I'm realizing is there, and I'm gonna try to get rid of it. I don't know how. Also my artist day, yeah, I had like a couple of them, because my artist day was a bit strange, because on Friday I had a day off work and it was a beautiful day in London. It was like 20 degrees Celsius, and it was like really warm, and I went to Hampstead. I went to a cafe, and that's actually where I did the breaking up with my agent. So it wasn't really an artist day, but afterwards I treated myself to go to the Heath, and I like lay down in the grass, and I was like writing, and it was great. So, and I got a poem out of it, which is crazy, which I might actually read, because I feel like it's quite resonant for this week. So this breakthrough actually gave me some art, which is great. Give me a second. Where is it? Ignore my bed, by the way. It's messy, I know, but I just woke up. I will do it before I leave. Okay. I know I don't have much time. Okay. Here's the poem. I left, it's finally done, stood up from being dragged through the mud. I gave my all, but it wasn't enough. He had others with more accessible goal to mine. The right decision never feels right, because none of us have a foresight, except those of us who open our third eye. Every change that ambushes them is a sign. Last week I tried to open it up when I couldn't follow my gut. It opened, fluttered frantically, and quickly shut. Maybe it was premature, a lot of work yet to be done. Then it began to cry tears, filling up my cup, until it began to overflow. Then the cup broke. I saw this as some sort of metaphor for my life in general. Too many pent-up emotions, bubbling on the surface, on the precipice of a flood. I've had enough. I took this as a sign. From fear I must resign, allow my light to shine in flattering and unflattering lights. No more wasting time, cut ties from living life in a lie, and begin life. So I pulled the rug from a couple of people who were holding me back, cut some strings to habits I had attached. Felt as if I had scratched a good scratch, liberated to start my life again from scratch. It is scary, yes. New and thicker skin emerges after touching the flame. I like to think of the idle periods of our lives as growing pains. So sit in that pain, no need to be ashamed. Things need to change. And that's what I wrote. I wrote that on Friday night when I was like really like in limbo about what the hell I was doing. And yeah, it was a bit of a breakthrough for me, because I actually haven't been very inspired to write anything for a while. And I just haven't felt like I've been getting those. I still feel quite blocked, even though I'm using the book. Like, I still feel like my creativity's not flowing out of me. Not that it should be, because I know it's a process, but I think there's definitely a part of me that's like, okay, come on, you know? But yeah, that was what I wrote. I felt happy with it. I was proud of it. And I shared it with my mom, because I feel like sharing my art with people is something that I've always been really afraid of, because sometimes I share my art with the wrong people, and I feel like they look at me sideways sometimes. And I think one thing that I've realized is like, who do I want to share my art with? Who can I safely put forward a piece of myself to, who will not judge me or criticize it, just accept it and appreciate it. And it's not even like blind appreciation, but it's like those people that I know would like support me, you know? That spider is like flying around on that web, and I'm gonna close this window because he's gonna find a little leak to come in or something. Excuse me. So yeah, that's been this week. It's been a crazy week, and also like I've been I cried so much this week. Like, I was bawling my eyes out on multiple occasions, because I feel like again, as I said in the poem, it's like growing pains. Like I feel like a teenager again. I feel like I'm going through these like pubescent like periods where I'm like, oh my god, like this is so wrong, everything feels wrong, everything feels wrong. But then I know that's part of it, so I'm going along with it. Julia, I know you got my back. I know you got my back. So yeah, I'm gonna go now because I have to go to work. We love that. But I'm starting this new week. I don't really know what to expect from this new week because this week, week 4, has been such a crazy, life-altering one for me. So I don't know what week 5 has to entail. I mean, I guess it could be the same type of idea, but I hope it's not going to be as intense, even though sometimes intensity is what I like. So if it's changing rapidly, I like that, you know. Okay, right, I'm gonna go. Bye.